Welcome everyone to Ellie Goldsmith's Relationship Flow. We do not have too much time, so we are going to make the most of this opportunity to catch up and keep the relationship flow moving. My soulmate is currently doing her Holy Avoda, very, very busy with doing all the responsibilities that she loves. And one of the most important things we're going to mention in this relationship flow is how important it is, especially for my soulmate, to have time for herself, because as I said, she's literally right now busy doing like shopping, and she's been doing Magdalena Dom, and she's been doing all her classes and teaching and giving inspiration to different people in different communities and all the amazing things she does. As well as this week, please go hosting Shabbos, and we just had Yom Tov and Shabbos, and Baruch Hashem with Kabbalah Satorah and the whole Sphira now inside of us and hopefully internalized on some level. There's a lot of room to work on the relationship flow. We had a wonderful trip, as we posted very shortly, the 21 Pilots experience in London, and that was a very nice trip, and that was part of focusing on my soulmate's needs and avoda, as well as obviously I gained a lot as well. But then there's the whole general transition to the summer months and trying to keep focused on having a flow that, as Shlomo Katz said so beautifully on Shavuos night, that has a smile with it, that we're smiling each other. There's a smile from both the husband to the wife, and the wife to the husband, like the yichud, the unification that takes place in the Kodesh Kadoshim, the Kruvim, they're united. There's a love, there's a smile, there's an appreciation, a lot of gratitude, a lot of appreciation for all the holy work that both sides do in the relationship, especially in the Sidkonia side, the side of the wife, the soulmate. She's someone who does so much and so dedicated, and to really feel that appreciation. This is one of the names of Shavuot, and we're still in the Yemei Tashlumim, is Chag HaBikurim, which is a time to bring our first fruits. So fruits represent our accomplishments, our abilities to achieve in this world, mitzvahs, mitzvot, and to be able to have those first fruits of children and nachas, and with the education and the dedication that the wife, generally more than the husband, puts into that relationship with the children and the home, and filling it up with love and warmth and smiles. All that comes from a lot of inner work and a lot of need to nurture, and it's part of a woman is made kuritzono, is made according to the will of Hashem. And unlike we say shlos an isha, that we're not made like a woman, there is kuritzono. Their blessing every morning is kuritzono. So they're tuning into the fact that they're already intrinsically attuned to the will of why they're here, what their mission is, what their purpose is. Whereas for us, it's about us not being something. So we as men have to, on the masculine side, have to work on becoming more of a man, whereas a woman intrinsically knows what she is and what she needs to do. And obviously there's, nowadays all kinds of confusion, and we have to keep davening and praying for that clarity, especially in our generation when, more than ever is with now. We've been talking, and we'll put a link in the description, about the United Souls book and podcast and the flows that we've been discussing, the Unity Flow podcast. We'll put in the descriptions to the United Souls Substack post, which has all those links, and also all the Unity bookings, Unity marketing. And once again, I always appreciate anyone who helps me with that, get that message out there. That mission of sharing unity is very much one with the relationship flow, what we're trying to do. Obviously, Shalom Bayis, I need to provide Parnasa, but also the Nakuda of the concepts of unity and becoming one, and sharing that light to the world through inspirational people, speakers, comedians, artists, etc., etc. So you can go there and check it out. But what we'll be discussing is that there's been a tremendous externalization, and that's one of the reasons why the people I'm working with are people who are more internal, more panemius, have more of an inner light. And part of the community I joined in Shir David, or we joined rather, together, and in fact we made the move, Mesiras Nefesh, to move close to the shul, was to be able to, the Shir David, to give us ability to access this light, this community, this more inner light, as we experience this can't believe it's already only a few days away, but it's a very profound day, very big opportunity to really pray and to work on ourselves, and to believe that, and have a strong belief that everything that we do on these holy days will be internalized of us and give us ability to accomplish One of the concepts is also we've been learning with Shlomo is the idea of lifting up others. So people who feel somewhat rejected, feel a bit outside. So that can happen in your own home, the community around them, or the school system, or our community, thank God not. But the school system can definitely, has a lot of pressure and can create a lot of rejection because of not exactly keeping the rules exactly how they prescribe it, etc., etc. Can make a person feel like they're not really fulfilling what the system is wanting, and that can make a person feel like they're being rejected on some level. So one of the things that the home has to be is very strong, making sure it's very clear that there is no rejection, that there's, as we say, unconditional love, and we're building up that inner connection, that soul connection. And we're listening to Dr. Jordan Peterson, you see that in bringing up children, it's a lot to do with giving them the conversation, having that conversation with them, not thinking that you can just rely on past, kindness towards your family. It's something that you have to constantly work on. It's an ongoing experience, and that's part of what we're here for, that it's not something we ever really get a holiday from. We're always striving to improve our marriage, improve that connection, and that's why the relationship flow, we'll keep it up, at least monthly, hopefully, where we can keep bringing up these ideas, reminding ourselves what we're here for, the tremendous appreciation, the tremendous actualization of the marriage and the oneness that exists. So as the world gets more externalized, the more we need to build up that inner connection, to tune into the love that intimacy brings and the oneness that we feel in that experience. And that's something which we have to really, all of us, work hard on now more and more, and not think that elsewhere there's going to be some sort of satisfaction. It's only going to come from the home. It's only going to come from our soulmate. It's only going to come from our marriage. And that's something, thank God, that if we really work on it, we can achieve in it. And that's why we have to really strive and pray for this oneness, this relationship flow, where we see the divine providence in our relationship. We see how we're soulmates. We have a destiny to be together, and it was destined that we have these children and these scenarios and this situation. And one of the things I'm really trying to work on hard as part of my soulmate focus is on the marriage level, is to try really be there for my wife in terms of practical aspects. And on that note, I'm going to have to go in a moment because I'm going to be helping her with the shopping. She's coming back in a moment. But the concept is we need to really work on this in a real way. That, for example, in terms of the internal and the focused approach, needs to be with a little bit of Mesiras Nefesh, meaning we need to go beyond ourselves to really achieve all these concepts. It's not enough just to be Yotzi, just to be Yotzi means to just sort of superficially do what marriage on an external level requires. Once again, it needs that internal will, that rotzen, that decision, that cheshik, that desire for the marriage. Like as Rav Shlomo brought down the idea that the love, true love, it pushes aside everything else. All you're thinking about, all you want to do is build that relationship, build that love. And that's something which is very strong in the beginning, but really needs to deepen within. And that's the whole point of intimacy. You go deeper and deeper into that inner journey. That's the real internalization onto the heart level. As we were learning with the community, I gave over a class about building the luchas within, putting the inscribing and chokek, carving out within our hearts the true values that build true marriage. And that's a deep and deeper inner experience. So you can read about it. I wrote about it already and been talking about the unity flow. But in terms of relationship, that's what we need to aspire for, especially in our generation. It will be the only way to the authentic relationships will survive all the fake and alternative options that are being put in front of us through the algorithms of AI and everything else. We have to be strong. We have to be dedicated. Fine, we can have joy. We can have fun. But it goes together with a value system that builds deeper and deeper connection. And it should be with that one person, with that soulmate, that we develop that in a way that there's trust and there's intrinsic belief in each other. I pray for everyone. Everyone should be blessed to live these concepts. And I really hope everyone is able to take the joy of the summer days that's offered, focusing on what's important, and to have the blessings, have the heavenly protection, the healthy family and the healthy values that build the home that's everlasting. And I can't wait for you to share your relationship flow. Something we always ask. We want to hear from you and develop this and grow this. And we always share it together with all our general content so that it's a general concepts that are strengthening on every level, that we become more alive with these unity flow and relationship flow realities. Amen. Amen.